innovative content, global audience.
Hey. We're coming in twos today. No introduction. Me and Mary, we are here. Hey, Abuja, how are you?
Hi, good morning, Daddy
Morning,
Chris.
morning. How is Abuja? You guys are still demolishing and protesting and fighting and doing all the things over there, right?
Yes, well, it's looking as if it's worse in Abuja. We're always having demolition issues, but this one happens to be different. It happened in Tungamaji area, close to Zuba in Abuja. The people in the community have been complaining that soldiers, which I don't know how that's possible, that armies have been going to their farms. The next thing you come to your farm and you see that another person is already using your land. Then the one that actually made them to complain that they had to come and complain to the minister is around 2 a.m. They complained that army started demolishing their houses with no choice of a place for them to stay. So it's been alarming, although I don't really know how possible it is for soldiers to go and demolish a place. I just know that we've seen minister giving all the right to people to demolish a particular place, maybe for road construction or for something else. But for army to be doing that, I feel like they are not just doing it on their own. They should, maybe they are working towards a particular directive. My take on it though, but it's really been sad because they left these people homeless. Their farmlands are not theirs again, and you know that power that comes with army. When people see guns and all of that, they're always scared. They can't really fight them. So that's the situation that they are right now.
But that's the thing I don't understand. How can army just take over people's land? You know? I don't
Yeah.
understand how people can how that is possible.
And also, these rumors that have been flying that the minister of the Federal Capital Territory collapsed. So he came out yesterday to debunk the rumor. He said he did not collapse. That because the head of service in Rivers State came out to talk about how the ex or the suspended governor wanted to, okay, how the suspended governor or his plot against the National Assembly, that instead of we Nigerians to focus on that, the next thing they had to plot against him by lying that he collapsed and was rushed to a foreign country for treatment, that nothing happened to him, that he's okay, he's doing well.
Why does he expect us to believe some cook up lies? If the wife of the man is saying something different, is it Nigeria? Is it we Nigerians that went out to tell the woman to protest? It's the woman that told us that what is happening to the husband, that the husband is under duress.
No,
We don't
when the
know.
man came out, another news again. Okay, it's because we've not talked about it. These news have been flying that the minister collapsed at the time, right here in Abuja, and that he was rushed to outside to Nigeria for treatment. So he came out yesterday to say nothing like that happened, that he did not collapse, that they're just trying to turn the whole thing around and using him, right, to cover up everything that the head of service has said that happened in River State. That was what he said. Because for some time now, people have been a kind of, where is the minister? It has been there even during the celebration of Mr. President. People have been asking, where is the minister? Because they felt that the rumor, right, was true. But he came out yesterday to debunk it, that nothing happened to him. So that's it.
Anyway, we don't want him to die. We want him to be alive to reap
Yes,
some of the things he has
nobody's wishing
seen.
anybody bad
Uh-huh.
or dead.
So
Yeah.
we don't want you dead, Mr. Wike. Wike, you're just like a little hooligan, and it's shameful because that's not what Nigeria want. That's not why you're in office. You're in office to do a job. Do the job. We're not interested in your drama. This waste of people's time. We are matured people, man. I don't think you're talking to children. Anyway, we'll come to Wike's matter at the right time. But today's topic, Mary, is a very, very difficult one. And I want Nigerians to who can listen to us. What did I say? I said the call for revolution in Nigeria. There's so many calls for revolution, and people are revolting. Let me use the right word. People are protesting. That is the one you guys can understand, right? There's a lot of
Yeah.
protest in Nigeria, Mary. And my question today is, how do you protest? You understand? The only time I see people talk about protest is protest with your vote. Yes, protest with your vote. I like that. So the only protest you as a Nigerian have is to protest with the vote. That is not correct. And today, Mary, I'm going to talk to young people. God, yesterday, and I said it again, that in my prophecy, unless you guys don't call me a prophet, I'm a prophet. I said a young Nigerian of 33 years old will win the office of the Nigerian president without spending a dime. But that will not be a revolution. That will not be. That will be the protest. Maybe that's the protest we're looking for. And that protest is not the protest that will be achieved with a vote. The protest will be achieved the way I have seen it happen over the world. And that's what I want us to talk about today. Because I am inspiring young Nigerians today that it is your time to do the right thing and win the presidency. Who is that child? I'm looking for him. Mary, I am in the hunt. I came out to Nigeria and I'm doing a show called The Next President. And I wasn't joking. I wasn't trying to create the president from my show, but I'm trying to inspire young people that you can be the Nigerian president. And they don't get what I'm trying to say. Even those of them that have attended the show, they've not really got a chance to sit with Daddy Chris and say, Daddy, because I've been very busy, I've not been around when they do this show. So I hope I'll be around this year to talk to Nigerians, young people, about what my vision is. My vision is clear. You don't need to be 40, 30 something, you'll be Nigerian president. It's not impossible. And that's what we're going to talk about. Mary, for me to actually talk about this, I'm a man that believes in when I want to do things, I go to the Bible. And people think, where is this man coming from? Today, Mary, is a big one, and I really want them to listen. I really wish Asaba could join us at some point in time because I don't want to repeat this. But those who watch this show have gained a lot. And this is a show for Nigerian youth. I am not here to cause a revolution. I actually don't believe in the revolution, but this is what I believe. And I want to ask one question, Mary, and that is the first thing I put on the list. The first thing I pick on is Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad did not fight the Roman or the Quraysh rulers with weapons. Do you remember? When Jesus was on earth, the people governing Israel, the Jewish people, they were the Romans. The Romans were the people ruling over Israel. And the Quraysh, during the time of Prophet Muhammad, were the people ruling over Mecca. They did not, these two people that we follow today in Nigeria, they did not carry weapon. They did not go to fight. What did they do? They transformed society by changing minds and hearts. Their movement grew so powerful that the authority have no choice but to fear them. That is what I wrote. This thing will not take it all. And I really want us to think as people, as Nigerians. You that go to church today, did you hear that Jesus Christ carried weapon and start to fight the Roman? He didn't do that. For the best of my knowledge, he did not do that. What did he do? Many look at the world. He transformed society by changing minds and hearts of the people.
But that's applicable to what some of these politicians are doing. But I just feel like they're doing theirs in a different way. They fight,
Okay.
they lie, they backstab, they betray. You understand? Maybe because they said it's a game of interest, but it's a dirty game. They're not doing it the same way. But why I say they still try to change or transform the mind of people is now you can see that some people are for this person and some people are for this person, right? Even if the person is doing something wrong, they tend to want to act like they believe in that person. And that is the same way even we Christians do our things. Not everybody truly believes. You understand? People will come and tell you they go to church, but not everybody that goes to church understand what they are saying in church. Some people can still go to church and not pick out one thing from the preaching that was made in church. So that's what, if you ask me personally, I would say what Jesus Christ did and what Prophet Muhammad did is quite different, right, from what our politicians are
They did,
doing. But
what
on
I'm trying to say is that yes, politicians are lying to win your heart and soul. That's what they
yes,
do. But you know
but it's
what?
not like they are not changing the minds of people. They are.
And how did they do that? We're going to see that. You understand? That's what politicians, maybe they are really doing that. Maybe you're right. But the question is, how did they go about it? Did Jesus Christ go about buying votes?
Are changing the minds of
Did he
people
give
as
them
well
money?
as politicians. Because
No. Did
why it's
Jesus
always
Christ,
one
did
thing from
Prophet
their
Muhammad give people money?
politicians. They want to always follow what they do.
Yes.
You said
Jesus Christ did not share money. This is what I want to say. Jesus Christ did not share
that's what
money.
I'm saying, that
Yes.
that is what they are trying to do, but in a different way.
Yes.
They are trying to do it, but in a different way, not the same as what Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad did.
Did. Anyway,
But you know, as
let's have
human,
Asaba. These are Asaba people. Sorry.
Good morning, Dad
Morning.
Chris.
Uh, uh, Mr. Ubaka, I call you the communicator. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing, man? It's good to have you this morning. Today is a hot day.
Oh. Asaba is fine, and
right.
thank God we are alive and direct today.
I can see you guys are glowing. I wake up, I see Mary this morning, and I was so happy because she come up with this colorful dress, and I was saying, "Ha, look at Asaba now. Look at them over there. See this answer to the women." Anyway, today, people, we want to do something that we have never done before. You know, I have only prophesied. That's what I was telling Mary. That a young guy of a girl, I'm going to say guy, it could be girl or boy, of 33, it's not going to be up to 40, will win Nigerian presidency. They're not going to spend a penny. And sometimes people ask me, how is that possible? You are dreaming. And I said, I'm not dreaming. And now, you see, everybody, I'm going to talk about the revolutions we have in Nigeria because that's where I'm going. Today, we have a lot of people revolting. Or let me use the word, protesting.
for change.
Even that the Christ is protesting in so many ways. We protest in many things we do. But how do you protest? You know, there's something I said. God will not take money of the rich man and give it to you. That's not how it works. No. I've never seen where God say, oh yeah, because you are my child, I will take the money of the rich man and give it to my children. God has never done that. Even if you look at the Bible, the story of Ruth and Esther, God even had to use women to convince these kings to not to be too harsh on Israel. He did not kill them. So if we think that God is going to come and take power from Tinubu and give it to us, we're stupid. So let us think how a revolution or how a protest, I'm talking to young people, should be. You guys have come out many times and you did your best. But young people, I'm here that the Christ is saying to you today, that is a wrong approach. I don't want to see you guys on the street. I don't want to see you guys on the street. No, this is what I want to see you guys do. And that's why I said, the first write-up I put on the platform this morning said, Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad did not, quote me, fight the Roman or the Quraysh rulers with weapons. They didn't go on protest. Never. They transformed society by winning the hearts and minds of the people. I said their movement grew so powerful that the authorities then have no reason but to fear them. I talk from the high and I'm going to come very low. That is the height of it. Everybody today, in Jesus' name, or in Nigeria, either you're calling on Jesus or you're calling on Prophet Muhammad. That's why I use these two people first. You know, I'm going to break it down in a way we can all understand this morning. And it's very important that when I was looking at this, I look at this protest, I look at this beautiful image. This is what I took out. Nice young people protesting, they need something, which is good. But I'm saying to them, this is not how to do it, son. This is not how to do it, children. This is the way to do it. Because the two people you believe in, or the two most important people that have changed the world, which is Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad, they didn't do it that way. So if you believe they come from God, then we need to follow the message of God and follow how they did their work. Win the hearts and minds of the people. Now, I'm going to show you the youngest one. These ones we are going too far now. You know, when I was preparing this slide, I was ready. You know, I said to myself, no, if I do this way, you guys will not understand me. Let me put a picture on the screen. This man is Atiku Abubakar. He has run for Nigerian presidency a couple of times. And I want us to be blunt today. We're going to be harsh. Atiku has been running for president. He's not an evil man. He has tried to protest a couple of times. What is he trying to do? Where is Atiku getting it wrong? That's what I want to talk about today. He has done everything to be Nigerian president. He's still going to contest again, I'm sure. But you know what he's going to do? He's going to look for money to come and win the next election. And I'm saying to him, brother, that is the wrong way to go. Let's keep Atiku there. It's not only Atiku today now, Wahala Day. Who is the next person? Peter Obi made an impact in the last election. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And then, everybody love Peter. When I even talk about Peter, they attack me. The other boy I see every day, he's one using my language I'm using today. Revolution now. He said, don't worry. His name is Revolution now. You know, and you know what I asked there? The question, let's go back quickly to now. Let's go to Baba Atiku first. Atiku has been, when the Atiku preaches, he tells us about something. This is what Atiku has preached to us. Let me show Atiku. The question I asked Atiku is this. Atiku Abubakar has been in politics for decades. Where is Atiku job creation for young people? Oh, he needs to be president first. I'm coming, I'm going somewhere because I'm going to let communicate. All of you going to talk today. All right. That's been it. He has been talking. I want to do this. But Atiku has never created one job for young people. Oh, because he has not been president. I'm coming, Jesus Christ was not president. Prophet Muhammad was not president. But they are too far. I'm going to bring people that made an impact without being president for you. Now, let's quickly go to Peter Obi. Peter Obi ran a very successful election. He talks about good governance. But where is Obi Education Fund or Obi Housing Scheme for the poor? The question I ask, Muna no verse. Those of them when they support them, Muna no verse today. Muna talk to me. Fella say, look at this broadcast with open mind. Then when we go to Sowore. Sowore, a young man, when we expect, so think better. I asked Sowore one day, where is Sowore with all the charter for the revolution? But where are the cooperatives, the skill center that you have set up for economic empowerment? Oh, they cannot do that because they're not empowered. My people, I'm ready today. Let me share a picture with you guys. This man is Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey, to me, is the orator or in fact, is the man we should be worshiping today. He is the beginning of black civilization. I'm going to tell you a story in brief. This is a poor man that left Jamaica, traveled to the United States of America. And I'm going to give you one thing I said about age. He traveled to the United States of America. When he got to America, black people were suffering, so disorganized. They were lost. He said, he said, how can these people be suffering like this? He realized that there's some money within the black community. You know what he did? He did not go to fight the American government. He set up the movement, which is the one that changed the world today. That movement, he said, we're not going to fight the system, but we're going to come together as black people. We're going to invest in ourselves. And we're going to change our narrative. You know what he did? With that movement, he was able to set up cooperatives. Not cooperative, he was setting up a bank. People were dropping money there. With that money, he was publishing his newspaper. Of course, he started because he was in the media. He was able to publish his paper. He expanded on it. He had restaurants where they were washing. In those days, you go to where they wash things. You go to restaurants, shopping places, and all of them. Guess what? This man bought 2 ships. He bought the Black Sea Line. In those days, let me tell you what this man achieved. There was the White Star Line, which is owned by the white people. The Irish people have the Green Star Line. They call them Okuna, both cheap. This poor man who came from America yesterday was able to buy the Black Star Line. He said, black people, we must have our own. He was able to put black people together and they bought the Black Star Line. For a black man to buy ship, you know what they did? American government could not stand him. They deported him back to Jamaica. He died here in England. Now you guys might not understand who this man is today. If you go and look at Fela, before Fela went to America, Fela was in England. He studied music, went back to Nigeria, and he was thinking about food and women. Go and ask. Look at his record. Then Fela traveled to America. When he got inspired by Marcus Garvey, he came back, and Fela was one that was fighting the Nigerian government. The independence we have today came from this man. All them, Nkrumah, Azikiwe, all of them, they got inspired by him. This Marcus Garvey you see today, not everybody know him. Now, let me tell you, what did he do? He did not go and fight American government. Instead, he set up his own union. Said, this is who we are. First, it's economic empowerment. Let's put money together. Invest in this place. And with this money, he was able to grow. In fact, he set up the biggest black army in the United States. I'm talking now. Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey changed the way black people see themselves. I'm talking of Africa now. The independence we got in Nigeria, in Africa, was as a result of the movement in the United States, caused by Marcus Garvey. So we have independence today. Where does it come from? Where was Awolowo inspired? Who inspired Awolowo? Where does Dr. Nkrumah come from? Look well, it was this man. This guy, he never wanted, like Jesus Christ and every other person, he never raised a weapon. And this is what I love about him. How old were they? Jesus Christ was 30-something when they even killed him. Muhammad, if Muhammad hadn't died at that time, they forgive him. Marcus Garvey died at 30-something. So when young people tell me, look at him now, he died at 30-something, look at his look here already. So when you say you are 30-something years old and you are a child, ask yourself another question. Jesus Christ was not older than you. We still pray in Jesus today. This morning I prayed in Jesus' name. All right. Now let me show you another guy that will check you. This is Malcolm X. I love Malcolm X. You know what? If I want to sleep every night, if I cannot sleep, I will put Malcolm X documentary and I will just sleep well. You know what? He was another. You know what is good about Malcolm X? Malcolm X is the one that changed us in the modern time America. When Martin Luther King was talking about the combination, he came out as his own. He said, we are not coming together unless we are first united. And this is what he did. He got his inspiration from Islam. He was a Muslim. Let me get it clear. For those of you who are Christians, he was a Muslim. So that's who that the Christ is. I don't know your Christianity and your Islam, but I believe in you, what you say, and how you pass it to us. This is one, you know what they did? The nation of Islam in America then, that's where they converted him, and it made the whole impact. They were doing something. They came together under the Elijah, messenger Elijah. Elijah was again copying the model of Malcolm X. He was able to get black people to put money together in a church, like a mosque called the Nation of Islam. They were educating themselves. They were taking care of their own businesses, the businesses that man created. Nobody, he was the highest employer of black people in the United States at that time. My people, this is where Malcolm X came from. They were not begging money. They were not revolting. They were not protesting, but they came together and they began to change their own condition. You say, what I'm saying now, you're going to ask me, where is the money coming from? The money came from us, the same people that you are fighting for. And that's where I'm going. How old was he when he was killed? 30-something. All of them, none of them will last. So trust me. You don't do this job and stay long. One and over. This is how it works.
Was that why you said the president of the Burkina Faso that
they're going to kill him? For him? Yeah, they're going to kill him. You understand? And it doesn't matter. You know, you don't wait. You don't need that. You don't need to be in this world. I say anybody that is up to my age, you're not making impact. If you reach my age, you not reach my impact. No, if I don't die. Anybody that's making an impact will not live 50 years old. Michael Jackson was too much because he was in the music scene. If you live too long, God will not, because you must have dominated too much. They'll take you. How old was Martin Luther King when he was shot? You will not live long. I'm not vessel. I'm not prophesying. But let me follow what I'm saying, Mary. When you look at what let me quickly bring this home because I have a lot to say. But it may be too long. Let me quickly bring this home. It's 25 minutes already. Only that I click on the talk. You know why I'm saying this? One, I'm looking at the age of these people. They are not even up, none of them is up to 40. They changed the life we live today. The independent Nigeria is using now, it costs like that. Now, another thing, where do they get their money? They didn't get the money from oil. They didn't become president first. They did this out of the system, outside the system. Now, question I ask is this. Those people telling you they are protesting, well, are they looking for oil money? Because if you ask them, they'll tell you, Tinubu don't misuse oil money. Yes, I know. What about you? What have you done? You know how disappointed I am in Peter Obi? More than everybody. I cry here for Peter to create the Nigerian airline. Now, Enugu have done their own. These are local ones. Peter is a national figure. Today is an international figure. He's just walking around like this. I say, what does it matter? To those, much is given, much is expected. Peter, we gave you a lot. I suffered during your campaign. I wasn't at home, but I was crying for you. I expect more from you. And you left. So you said you want to become president first before we see you working. In fact, Nigerian government, today government around the world, they will give room for people to make NGOs. NGOs are making more impact than these politicians you have now. These so-called people, they say they are the Messiah that is going to go into Aso Rock. That is the language I use in my article. You are waiting for Messiah to go into Aso Rock. Is that what you're waiting for? For Nigeria to change? So that Messiah will Tinubu not be Messiah. No, there will be no Messiah. You see, people that change the world, they were never even in the system. The people I mentioned now, were they president? Can Obama even compete with what this man has done? Obama is not as popular as Malcolm X, and he will never be. Can you be Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ was never president. Prophet Muhammad was never president. And this message, I'm going to close before I stop. I'm sending message to you, pastors. Taking money from people. When you have sent the power of the people and you don't use it for the people, you are a curse. Let me repeat that. I don't care. Because what you will get from the people is the power of the people. When you're able to, Jesus Christ used one word. And that is when I say, pastor can never suffer. Listen to me, people. You know what Jesus Christ said to the first time he called his apostle? Peter. He said, follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. Do you know what that means? So from that day, they were not fishing, they were not fishing fish, they were not catching fish, they were catching men. And that is where you have power is in men. The power is not in Tinubu. The power is not in Aso Rock. The power is in the men, which you pastors have conquered. Instead of using the money from these people now to enrich yourself, it's a cost on you. Go and look at what Jesus Christ did. When he made them fishers of men, the early apostles, they never used the money to enrich themselves. Prophet Muhammad never used the money to enrich himself. Shame on you people who turn the worship of God to make money. This is the people that could have actually conquered human beings. Like what the Nation of Islam did in America. I keep Malcolm X for a long time. They did that and they used that to transform lives. And when you do that, the power already is in your hand. I can tell you. Have you seen the next president? People contesting today. They go to Yedikwa to get prayer. They go to the Redeemed Man to bless them. What they're looking for? They're looking for their followers. There's no blessing there. Tell your people to vote for me. I rest my case. Nigerians, I used the last word in my article this morning. This is what I said. The last piece of the article, which is the last line I used there, I want to copy it and share it with the audience. The power. This is what I wrote, and let me share it with everybody. The power, my people, is not in oil well. It is in the people. Will we use it? It's a question mark. And I said, my name is Daddy Chris. I talk my own because of Ukure. Which will be Roboman, I get with it with the fear. When you tell the Roboman, say, you go take access to swear for him. You go begin waka where. Because he don't say go to die. You understand? We they worship the Ukure. That be our ancestors. So I speak my own because of Ukure. Because as we are here, if you not say God, they watch over you. Say God, they see me and you. At least you're Ukure. Your papa will not die, or your grandpa will not die. They watch you. They see you. And in those days, if you do that kind of thing for Roboland, they die just now. They're not they wait till tomorrow. But next day you don't go. But in those days, when we want to catch our women on a lighter note, when they go shit for outside, now could they catch them? If you marry, you can't go do some kind of yanga for outside. Now could they go don't catch you? Picky go to sick. You go talk just now.
What did they use in catching men, Daddy Chris?
Now could the ancestors they hold you. Your picky go sick. You go talk to just now.
Both the men and
One day is so catch men.
Man, not the commit adultery for Roboland. I don't understand.
You see?
Man, in our Roboland, it's our culture to marry more than one wife. I don't know.
cheating.
Huh?
Cheating.
I feel like cheating. Roboland not the
On
cheat.
the name of.
Anyway, I thank God I get man with me today. I know say no go support me completely. Roboland not the cheat. There's no cheating in Robo language.
But how does that even sound? That a man will cheat and he says a man does not cheat.
How can you?
How does that even sound?
Say it again. Maybe say it again. How can a man cheat? Cheat for what? Who is he cheating?
So how can a woman cheat? Cheat for what? Why will a woman cheat?
Oh yeah,
You
now.
say a woman cheat.
Chebi, you say, now me and you get menstruation this month. Now me you go carry belle for pikin. Now they talk now.
Evelyn, at least I have Evelyn here. Evelyn, how
No,
can a woman
if
cheat and a man will not cheat?
you say it's
How?
Daddy Chris, you say it's
Now me and you
culture.
go cheat. No worry.
As far as the man hasn't married the other woman,
Anyway.
he's cheating now.
That kind of
Yes,
culture
ma'am.
that we accept a man to cheat as he likes, then a woman should not cheat.
I
don't
said
understand.
in Robo culture, a man does not cheat. I said
Then
it
a
on
woman
the-
does not cheat as well.
We don't cheat in our language.
A woman
Men
too
don't
does not
cheat.
cheat.
Now women they
As
cheat.
long as the
If
man
you
does
talk-
not
if you
cheat, the
talk
woman
like
too will
those
not
days,
cheat.
now, Mary, now need to let this shit then. I know we talk for what.
A woman does not cheat.
The word are against me now.
Because that thing I want to catch a woman for cheating, she also catch the man that will not stay one place. So a woman does not
Yes,
cheat as well.
Yes.
See where they hold me. You see,
Why will only the woman bear the consequences and suffer?
I don't know. Evelyn, this life, God came, created only Adam and Eve. God did not put two wives beside Adam. Only one woman. That was what he gave Adam. You people came and changed it and said it's a lie. A man should have 4 wives. Why did you not create Adam? Eve, Mary, Evelyn, another woman, 4 against only Adam? Why did you bring only one woman? And then you're coming to tell me that
How
a man
many
will not
wives does
cheat,
one-
a man cannot
Wait,
cheat,
nah.
a man that
Wait,
can
nah,
cheat. No,
talk.
anything that will catch that woman should catch the man as well.
Okay, I
Because
hear.
nobody has it all that will say you have
Yes.
the right to cheat. It will not
Make
work
I ask
that
only
way.
one thing, though. Mary, you hear say Abraham and one wife you get. Jacob.
I'm talking about the beginning
and
of
one wife.
the world. Let's follow the
Huh?
beginning first. It should be the sin of Adam and Eve that is
So,
affecting us now.
Solomon, wait,
Let's talk about the first man and the
What-
woman.
What brought
I
about
God bless the woman with the wife. I mean, God curse her.
what
God
brought
curse
about
Solomon. I
to
mean, bless her for wisdom. God
One
give her
is that
plenty
when
wife.
they
What-
created
what-
Adam,
what-
why did not
what
just
Daddy
put
Chris?
2 women by his side and say, because you are the man, I carry these 2
Commentator,
women and go? Why was it only one woman?
Make you
I-
talk because this is where I
I-
give me.
I do not. I wasn't expecting that this is the talking for the day.
I mean,
But quite honest, quite honestly speaking, is an interesting one. And but it didn't just start today. So the position of Daddy Chris is not his position. It's how the society incidentally has been wired. There is an incident in the Bible. Each time I look at it, I ask myself a few questions that I'm not able to provide answers to. A woman was caught in adultery, and the Bible particularizes that she was caught in the very act. In the very act. Not that she did it yesterday. She was caught in the very act. So if she was caught in the very act, she couldn't have been doing it alone. She was supposed to be doing it with a man. But incidentally, she was the one being paraded, and they were to stone her to death. And my question is,
when they tried to stone the man, thank you.
Where was the man? Where was the man with whom she was
Daddy Chris is not supporting you. He said
but
the
it
truth.
appears as
He's
if
not
the
supporting
same culture
you.
set the man free, as if the man was licensed to be licentious and do it everywhere.
Listen, Asaba, he must come out. In fact, when this guy talks
He's not supporting you. He's not supporting you. He's stating the fact. He's stating the fact.
So I think the society has been very patriarchal, a patriarchal kind of society.
A partial
in
society.
some ways. Oh, patriarchal and partial. Okay, I agree with you.
All right. So unless you say all our ancestors, they didn't know what they were doing. They were not doing the will of God. If now the story he gave now, the people of Israel, they did not stone the man. It was the woman they were about to stone. The man didn't commit a crime because a man does not commit adultery. Hello.
Hi, polygamy is not the way out.
I didn't say it's the way out. But if the Bible has
why did the men go? Why didn't they stone when Jesus said, if you haven't done something like this or you haven't committed a sin, throw the first stone? Why did they go? Why did they go back? Why did they drop their stone and go back? Meaning they also commit the sin.
But Jesus Christ did not say, if you have not committed adultery, he didn't tell the men. He didn't throw the men. He didn't tell the men they have
haven't sinned before.
He didn't tell the men you have committed adultery.
Because all sins
He said if you have not
equal
sinned
before the eyes of God.
No.
All sins are equal
Okay.
before the eyes of
Let's
God.
go.
So
Can we just leave this one and stick to the
You
topic?
have not come up with an answer. I've been asking this question for over many months now. When God created Adam, why did he not put two women by his side and say, Adam, take this one, take second? Because you people are polygamous in nature. Take two wives. Why did he create only Eve? And you're coming to tell me that a man should have four wives? Our life is created for endurance. No, we are the ones that are good to endure, Abi. We're enduring for the man to be following different women.
Woman don't get small. If you want to see Mary, now this one, the company this one, you don't enter. One chance. One chance. You enter one chance.
Nobody said only the man has the right to carry different women. No, you are talking about the this thing that used to catch women in your culture. Like if a woman cheats, the thing is going to catch her, she will confess. What about the man? Who said the man has the right to carry different women?
Christ, why did people of Israel not stone the man? They were about to stone the woman. Why did they not stone the man? Said the man commit adultery too. That's what he asked. Why did they not stone the man? Why were they not about to stone the man?
Did you hear what Ibn just said? Did they stone? Did they later stone?
No, but the question is, why was the man not
choose to be partial or not? Whether the society choose to be partial or not is their business. Women that knows their right to stand for their rights. Any woman that knows their right will not come and sit down and say the man should carry 4 wives. Let me be enduring as a woman inside the house. Or in the name of I want to be a married woman. It will not work for every woman.
Why not even for learn this one, sir? Now for Igbo culture teach you this one. Because this is
not what people. Far from it. Not every woman will sit there and be dying in silence just to satisfy the man's selfishness or wanting to carry different women. Not every woman will take it.
Okay. All right.
So let's accept it like that.
Everybody will support you. Thank God say we are not there today. In Jesus' name. But let's go to the topic.
I'm seeing Lagos. You can add that.
No. Let's go to the topic of today. All right. No, communicator. I took my time, to talk about the protest we should be waiting for in Nigeria. You see, there's a thing John the Baptist sent to Jesus. He said, are you the one we're waiting for, or should we wait for another? The protest we see today is not a protest. People looking for where to make money. tomorrow so they can be president and spend and make money. A true protest
No, sir.
will start before you even become whoever you want to be. Today protest, when you hear them, I'm protesting. Now all your money that they ask. If you see them talk, it's how Tinubu is spending the money. Is it only money? Where do you think that Tinubu all your money is even bigger than the money you can raise? Do you know that Peter Obi could raise more money than Nigerian state? Peter can raise more money than the current Nigerian state today. That oil money, how much? Peter can get more money from us than what Nigerian government is making now.
But Daddy Chris, if you are saying it can get more money from us, this particular topic has taken my mind to the topic we once had, this collectivism and individualism. When it comes to Nigeria, bringing our voices out and going to vote, that is when this collectivism comes in.
Oh.
But when it comes to money or anything contributing to build something for ourselves, that individualism comes to play.
Not true. You don't go church.
Wants to
Go church
come
on Sunday.
out
Wait,
and say,
did you go to church on
I
Sunday?
am bringing this.
Emily, let me correct you. Did you go to church on Sunday? Did you not bring money out? Was it somebody that forced you? On Sunday, you people went to church, you donated money. You pay tithe. Even when they tell you God in heaven, when the pastor is the one having the money, but you gave him money. So don't tell Nigerians will not contribute money. You've not preached the good news to Nigerians. You see, Jesus Christ, when Jesus Christ came, he wasn't, oh God, I love one song I used to sing. Not from the one he came from heaven to earth. Anywhere he went, he was doing good. Almighty healer, he healed the leper. When the cripple saw, you see, this guy, he was doing good. The good is what that make people to love Jesus.
You think it's for Peter Obi to
That is the big song I have.
come and say they should contribute money for him to run a particular project? That is not.
No,
the
you don't,
problem.
Mary. When you say
They
that you
don't
bring
see
money for you, this is the mistake you make. When you say bring
Eh.
money for me to run a project, you will not succeed. But bring
That's what
money.
I'm saying.
Peter, no, wait, Mary, this is what I'm saying. Peter will tell us, invest. And at the end, we share profit. Mary, nobody's telling you to come and throw your money away as gift, but you go to church and you give as gift. Peter should not tell us that.
I hope you know that if even at that, you know Nigerians, they will come for you. In fact, we are toxic. If they don't see
I'm
results,
not, Mary.
they don't
We are
see
not evil
results.
people. If we are toxic, we'll be toxic in church. We are not toxic
they
in
don't
church. We're not toxic in mosque. We cannot be toxic
No.
for Peter.
No, it is not. Church is not the problem. We as a people, you understand? For example, go to the social media space. You see what the real toxic nature is. You
Anyway,
understand?
commentator, what do you think? Because I know, are you of the belief that Nigerians will not contribute to something great? That is one contribute. I'm not even to kind of contribute. I mean, are you saying Nigeria will not invest?
No.
in an attempt to make
Far from it. I think I differ there. Far from it. The Nigerians will contribute towards causes they believe in. When Nigerians identify the nobility of a cause, if a cause is noble, and they also see that it is sublime, and they also see that the fellow who is preaching that cause is himself credible,
Exactly.
and they know that it will impact on the society, they will contribute toward.
They will. Peter Obi is credible.
There were people who were not out there on the street, but they funded what was happening there. We have also seen in your opening analysis, you asked a question about Peter Obi's educational foundation.
That's what
Across this nation, across this nation, we see that he was and is still engaging with educational institutions and making donations towards educational institutions.
Yes.
And we also see that even in places in Middle Belt and some other places where there are some ecological challenges, he reaches out.
You see,
Atiku
this is,
Abubakar,
no,
I think he runs a university.
let's stick to Peter first. Communicator, let's stick to
Yes.
Peter, then we'll go to Atiku. Let me follow you on
Yes.
Peter.
Yes.
You say Peter contributes, is donating. You see, at that moment, Peter is like us, contributing. No, Peter is the movement. Oh God, Jesus was the movement. Malcolm X was the movement. Marcus Garvey was the movement. They cannot be a contributor. We will contribute to them. You see, when you say I want to lead the people, you become the movement. Moses was the movement. We have to believe in something. Jesus Christ was the movement.
True.
Prophet Muhammad was the movement. We were contributing. They cannot be contributing. We don't need Peter money. Peter is the idol.
No. Peter at a stage, even up till now, remains a symbol, the face of a movement. What I said about contributing is that he's been donating to some educational institution, reaching out as a means of engaging them. As for whether he is a recipient, whether people are contributing, oh yes, some of those things they cannot make open because there are INEC rules and regulations with respect to how much how much donations you are supposed to receive. But when people see you as a symbol of a vision, symbol of a desired change, a change that is long overdue, then there are a number of people, and I think that awareness is also coming up. But why I recognize this your topic as quite timely is that in Nigeria, we tend to wait until 4 years election, the eve of an election, before a movement starts. A movement, the Marcus Garvey movement, Malcolm X movement, the Marcus Garvey movement, from which even the Nnamdi Azikiwe had an offshoot and came back here, and it became nationalism movement in Nkrumah, and leading to the independence of a number of African nations and states, became a black liberation movement across the nation. Such movements, they are planned over time. Such movements, the people have to engage. They engage with the people, and they do not have to wait until election. They are sustained over time. It becomes a movement, not a campaign to win election. And at the end of the election, if you are not voted into Aso Rock, you go into slumber and you wait again and go into elect. It becomes an election cycle thing. No, election may not be able to get us there at this point in time because of the nature of the organized nature of the political elite and their defined interest. So what we need to do is plan a movement, organize it, let it be structured, and let it get stronger with time, and engage with the people. One of the analysis you gave, they were going from shop to shop, then going from restaurant to restaurant, reaching people. Today, technology has done it a lot better. We saw the role technology played in NSAS movement in Nigeria, and we saw how it galvanized the youth. We saw how it improved funding, and it became such a movement, that the power block needed ways to thwart it. So movement shouldn't be in the line of election.
I couldn't agree with him more. A movement is not an election thing, Sir Peter. And we're gonna go to Atiku. All right. Listen, I have no spare. I don't spare. When it comes to this, you see, Daddy Chris is your enemy today, but he might be your friend tomorrow. My papa tell me one day, he said, this one when they talk so, now this and me. Tomorrow, not gonna remember me, I remember Papa every day. Now I tell you one thing there, I know the women in the house. He told say there was a day I almost quarreled with my dad because of my mom. Now when I don't grow, because he say, now that woman be the wahala. You understand? That time I went to fight the man. My papa go dey look, he say, my children, the way if somebody has seen my partner, the way I for take grab the man. See, nowadays so many. Una go hate me small. I don't mind. Nigerian can hate me. but you will remember me. What we are looking for Sokoto is there for your village. We can change Nigeria. Not Atiku. You know the brand Atiku. Atiku will win the next election. If Atiku has been doing what I'm saying now, when Atiku will lose the election, where did he go? He go to Dubai. Before we see Atiku again at the next election, I talk calm, more than others. If you want to see Atiku, make we put the picture, make it big well. Go take with Atiku like this. Make it take the whole screen, maybe. Before you see Atiku again at the next election. No. You see, how long? But Mali said, how long can we pretend that is well with us? And I want communicator to continue because, sir, you were giving us a sincere analysis. Not about Atiku, sir. What would you have to say about Atiku? You know, and what I did today, I want to repeat it. The movement of Marcus Garvey was making money. Let me use the word. He was making money that he could buy two. Go, I beg, if you go online, check the Black Sea line. He bought two. This is somebody that carried a paper bag from the Jamaica. The thing I'm talking about is not as if it took over 20 years. Marcus Garvey came to the US. How many years? He died, somebody who died at 30-something. So he couldn't have been in the US for 20-something years. We're talking about a period of 5-6 years. The guy transformed black people around the world. Today. Can you understand the power? I am trying to say. It is in the young people. I don't have that energy anymore. I'm 10 years younger. I will be dangerous to any Nigerian state. To any people go to fear me. All I can do now is to pour it on young people and tell them to go and make a change. And this change, I'm not telling you, don't go on the street. You don't need to protest. Impact people's life. People will gravitate towards you. Then you have the power. You know what Tony Montana said in the movie? He said in this country, what you do first is look for your money. When you get the money, you get the power. When you get the power, then you get the woman. This one is, what you need to do first is pick up the right thing to do for the people. When you do that, you will get the people. And when you get the people, then you get the power. Many, do you get my analysis?
Yes.
You don't start by looking for the power. First, you look for your mission. What am I going to do? I've been able to identify these three guys with something. You know, Peter talked about education. I'm happy. Peter, where is the education? That is a mission. That's your team. You've identified it. When you begin to do it for the people will gravitate towards you. When they come towards you, then you get it. Then you get the power. Now we are looking for power. Without starting from the beginning, it will not work. Even if you go, you become a president like Tinubu. Instead, you buy the vote and win and become president. Sorry, sir, President Tinubu. That's what you guys do. You buy the vote, you buy it, and you become president. You buy the vote and you become governor. All of them there now. But that's not what you want, my people. That's not what Nigerians want. Young people, that's not what you're looking for. We need a Messiah, not the one that I'm going to Aso Rock. Oh God, the Messiah, not the Aso Rock. Oh. Maybe the Messiah and Mary. And all Mary need to know is realize the potential in you, Mary. The Bible said to you that God created you in his image and likeness. When do you think the other person is better than you? Who born her?
That's true.
Do you understand? The thing we are saying, it might be you that will say one word. Oh, pray in the morning. Say, God, give me the direction. And when you say that word, your life is over. You will not, and you know the truth, Emily. When you start a movement, the movement becomes bigger than you. Marcus Garvey started a movement that becomes bigger than Marcus Garvey himself. Why? Because Marcus Garvey was not looking for money. He wasn't looking for power at the beginning. He was in pain that his people are scattered. He wanted to bring them. He said, I was inspired. Because as at that time, black people were working in the sugarcane farm. They were the ones doing the hard work. But divided, there was nothing. He said, no, He said, where is it? Where is it? Where is the government of the black man? Where's the country of the black man? They didn't touch the man. He said, I'm going to do something about it. That was the movement.
We don't have such people again under the Chris.
They are there, Mary. You see, young people
Times have changed.
don't know what they have anymore. That is my pain. You guys can do this. I know how much Nigerians want to make change, but they're doing it in the wrong way. That's why I brought this topic.
People don't want to risk. People don't want to. risk
People
their
are
lives.
not selfish.
We're not selfish. No. Sometimes you never know. Sorry, I won't use, when they talk, I will call use girl and boy. Now confess. Sometimes a guy wants to sleep with a woman. You don't even know what he wants. What he wants is not to sleep with her. He wants her. You understand? So that is exactly where we are. We're not evil. A boy that approach you, he won't just sleep with you. No, necessarily not want to sleep with you. He might want you, but first he want to do that thing. That's not the beginning. The first thing is actually talk to the girl nicely. Let her believe in you. Then you will get the thing. Not be saying that they don't marry. When I talk through.
I don't know. What me I'm saying is that the Chris, people don't want to lose their life again. We are naturally. It's not people are selfish. We are selfish. We are naturally selfish because even when I went to their protest there at the stadium, when they started shooting, I had to run.
Yes,
that's the truth.
You don't need it, Mary. You don't, and you don't even make changes by on the street. Those changes I'm talking about, it's not going to happen on the street. Those are changes that, baby. Now let me.
But Daddy Chris, if it has worked for us before, I think it will keep working for us. Because if we look at the first protest,
can I tell you that?
If you look at the first protest, Daddy Chris, in the 90s, where we go to, let's talk about the Sani Abacha, where we are talking about the democratic reform. A large people came out to protest, and what happened at the end? We got what we wanted. So we cannot just throw protests away and put it that we'll start doing to make the government irrelevant. They can't sit on our money, and then we that are not in power will start investing and bringing out things. Though it's good, we want to show a good example. I accept what you say, but who will come at when everybody now is not being selfish? People have troubles. People have problems they are facing. We don't even have jobs in Nigeria to support anybody. Everybody is trying to strive in their various businesses and pursuit for the day. So who wants to come out now with this huge amount of fund and say they want to do what the government is supposed to do for us? So I feel we cannot make protests irrelevant and put it aside and say we don't protest anymore.
But the question, I didn't say do not protest. I say how do you protest? You see, the language I'm using today is the most effective protest is what I'm suggesting. You see, like I said, the Jesus Christ. Vivian, can you we're going to hear from you. You're on mute though, and if you can complete your faith a little, it will be amazing. I'm asking of the most effective protest.
I can do what, sir?
Your fade, if you correct your fade, we will see your image better. Just a little bit, maybe put it on 49. All right. What I'm saying, Vivian, is protest is the key. Jesus Christ protested, but he didn't go on the street. Marcus Garvey protested, he did not go on the street. The question is, how do you protest? Take example from the successful ones, not the one that's happened in Nigeria. Marcus Garvey did not one day say, America, we must fight today. No. He didn't get on the street. What did he do? He said, black people, let's come together. Let us put money together and let us create a business for ourselves. And they invested and they were getting profit. You know, let me give you this example maybe. And I want all of you to open to me. I was in my community meeting and they said they want people to come to the meeting. And I said, people will not come to anywhere they don't get benefits. And I suggested that our major challenge in the UK as black people from Nigeria is to get our own house. Before you work to get money, to save money to buy your house, it's a lot of, to buy mortgage, now mortgage you get. It will be a lot. Now I said, supposing we in Urobo people, if we gather here today, that our mission is to, at the end of this month, 5 people, the money will they contribute to, everybody should contribute to £200 at the end of the month. So by the end of the month, we have money to buy for 2 people. Then the contributor continue, the other one will buy for 2. The place will be filled up with every Urobo man now. You know why? Because they can see benefits. That is leadership. Now, you do not have to say, Urobo people, I don't want to join yourself. No, You bring something that will bring people together. Something must make us come together. That is what Marcus Garvey did. Marcus Garvey did not go. Let me bring it on the layman term. Let's look at Nigeria. If Peter Obi say, today, I'm going to set up schools in Nigeria. The schools will be given, admission will be at 30,000 naira flat rate across the country. And I want people to invest with me so we can build those schools across the country. That 30,000 naira is a very affordable school for every Nigerian today. Do you know how many people will be going to that school? Because it's Peter's school. They know the standard will be all right. And many of us will put money and will make profit, because if you have 2,000 students in a primary school or secondary school at 30,000 naira, 310, you don't make big money. That is what Peter can do, and it will begin to make profit for us. Education will be better for the people. How can we get it wrong? I'm not going to prove the instance I give now. Tell me how that can be wrong. Let me give you another one. I put another thing. Housing. Peter build us today. Say, okay, we want to build us. Now, housing, real estate is not new in Nigeria today. But housing is a problem for Nigerians. So Peter will say, every state, I'm going to build one estate. Let's come together, my people. This is the scheme, housing scheme for Nigeria. Invest and make money. You are not investing your money and you're not making money. So if we build, we sell. Anybody who buy, the money will come back. We share. We will not sell like every other person. We sell at a lower rate. Our housing will be moving faster. My investment will be bigger, because people will be investing on a daily basis. Oh my God. Peter will become the president without even air. But by the time you say, oh, election is coming, vote for me, you will not win, because Tinubu have more money than you. He has the state apparatus to fight you. You know what happened? In case of Marcus Garvey, American government could not fight him. They had to deport him. Quote me. They could not fight him. They have to put him in prison and deport him. The guy was a threat to national security. For what? For bringing his people together. My children, I'm talking to some set of Nigerian youth today. And I talk from my center, from my heart, that if you do what I say, a boy of 30 years old will become Nigerian president. And he will get all the support. He will not spend a penny. And he's going to change our lives. It has happened before. Jesus Christ has done it. Jesus Christ did not have to come to you to do anything. Jesus Christ did not find the Roman. As at the time Jesus was on earth, the person ruling over Israel, they were the Romans. That's why Pontius Pilate was the one that gave authority that he should be killed or not. You understand? They were the people ruling over. Jesus Christ did not fight them. Jesus Christ organized a movement that they could not stand. The same thing happened with Prophet Muhammad. Do we want to learn from this, or we want to learn from Atiku? Atiku that will run the election, all your money, Atiku is back in Dubai. Baba, I challenge you, carry me go anywhere. See, sometimes I am not talking as if I'm talking, I'm a child. I am of their age mate too. I'm 58. I'm going to be 58 in a few days now. I'll be 58. So I am an old man. And when I talk, I'm talking to them as age mates. Anyone when the senior may not pass 3, 4 years, 5 years. So we'll be age mates. And I tell the amount of time I've been in this world, I've not wasted it. I've educated myself a little. And I'm talking to them, and it's challenging too. To people like Peter, who could have changed Nigeria today. You know, Peter, I never knew you came because you want to win an election. I thought you're going to be a movement. Because Peter said something I've never heard before. We need to move from revenue allocation to production allocation. And I said, this guy had a mission. Why are you not doing it now? Or you can get the revenue from us. Why not? Oh, God. You can share the production. Do it, sir. Set up a government, we'll work with you. Ordinary NGOs will make more impact than Peter today. NGOs. Ordinary NGOs. Can NGO make money than Peter? If Peter set up this movement, All the international community will donate money. We will contribute. Peter will change our future. I challenge him. One another best. I know say get many supporters than here today. It's hard to say what I say. I'm not talking to Tinubu today. You see what I'm talking now? I count them out. Count the Tinubu out. I will defeat Tinubu with what I said now. Only if one person do what I said, Tinubu will fall. You know what? If Oyedepo come contest for Nigerian presidency using the people in get, he can't do it well. Not because they preach God, though they preach humanity. They touch their lives. He win the next election easily. Let me repeat the word. When you want to become president, a true leader, you look for the cause. When you have the cause and you begin to use the cause to impact people, you will get the people. And when you get the people, then you get the power. You can't get power by buying the people. You will not get the real power. Tinubu is struggling with the power he got today. You can have power, but you'll be struggling with it because it's not your power. I talk and go, I know best. Make her quiet because at this point, I don't know whether there's anything I would say that would make sense to this my country called Nigeria. But let us be. You see, why I said this, why I brought this topic. I said my mission is to inspire young people. And this is what I said to them today. All the people I gave example today, how old are they? Were they? Mary, I beg. We're gonna go read the book. See, how old was Jesus when he was killed? How old was Marcus Garvey? How old were these people? They were none of them was 40 years old. Not one. So you see a man of 50 years old say I'm a youth in Nigeria. You are sick. You're not a youth, you're dead. No, man. A 50 years old man can never be a youth. It's like when I say woman, when I say Mary, woman not the commit, man not the commit adultery, when they say they will kill me. Man not the commit adultery. 50 years old not be youth. We know they commit adultery for my village. Yeah. God creator. He said when God create us finish, he create my village, God create woman, make we live the life, enjoy the life. In fact, that of Moses said, now that one of Solomon with me. The guy, God asked him, what do you want? He said, I want wisdom. He said, for that way you do, I'll give you everything you want. How many wives you get? You want to say they cost her? For having many wives now cost.
If you're a woman, how will you feel now?
I said, baby, the way God creates you now, God not create us so. God create women to enjoy. If you come inside the house now, that woman know where the food is. Now you know
enjoy what? Enjoy what? Endure what men are doing.
We get power. No one get the house. If you go into a home, now woman know where the biscuit is. Now woman they tell.
Guys, if you keep only one woman in the house now, if you bring up to four women in the house, how will the person have power in the house?
Different way, they get their different houses. Everybody gets your home. See my power house. You build that, give everybody your home. They're not the share. When it reach your time, you go inside the room. You don't have your time, you stay in your room. Hey. When the man shouts, you enter your room with your children. You have your life. There was peace. I'm gonna go ask the way Roman they do. Don't worry, Mary. I'll carry go Roman. I'm gonna show you how they
do. Again, sir. It's not as sweet as you. It's not as rosy, as sweet as you are portraying it. I am led to say this. I'm led to say this because this is a public platform, and some persons may think that oh yes, the way you are presenting it is as sweet as that. I was in an occasion not too long ago, and I heard somebody say that a particular section of this state is having some of the challenges it's having now because of the getting hooked or tied to polygamy. Polygamy looks rosy from the outside, but from the inside, you find out that it is very, very important for us to understand that there is no woman that is happy to see another woman's child doing better than the other, than her own children. So you see a situation where any man who goes into polygamy has wired a setting where there is a constant strife within, a very unhealthy competition among even
You see,
the man's own children.
communicator.
That's not a very healthy. That's not a very healthy competition. That's not a very healthy setting.
Yes, I heard you.
So it's not as rosy as, oh, they are all housed differently.
You know,
Let them come
communicator.
when it's their own time. Truth be told, it's about, because there is no success without a successor. It's a very shaky setting. You know, you expect that your children will do far better than yourself. Yes, we all know how Abiola strived, and we know the circumstances of the tragedy that befell him. But if it were not for polygamy, today you could be hearing of the children doing far better than themselves. But what are we finding? We find Kola is struggling with the children of the wives of other. The children of the women that the father got married. So polygamy is wired to be very, very destructive against progress. The perpetrator, the fellow who thinks he's enjoying it now, should be bothered about what happens after. Because the thereafter is usually full of strife and unhealthy competition. War.
I will never succeed in this.
I said it better. He said war. So
yes,
it's
I like that.
Something that is wired for war within itself. So beyond
the
glamour,
if I don't say my own, I will not be doing justice to polygamy today.
Let me say this. There is a war.
Yes, but I have a different story. I got to Europe. It was my elder brother, who is the same father with me, not the same mother, that took me to Europe. So as they're telling you the negative side, there are so many positive sides to it. In fact,
which one outweighs the other?
Yeah, it's a matter of the individuality. You understand? And the way the man run his home. Well, we say one woman say, make we teach you how they do it. I know every woman hates me today. And the whole message when I preach now, this one they will take about. As if you are there now, you don't go through bomb. Nobody is pushing polygamy. I would tell my children to practice polygamy because it's scary. But I answer to them, instead of you to take two, you get wife or house, to carry one here, carry one here, just marry two, marry three. You see, and let me say this, why this is very touching, why this is very important to us. Islam encourages you to marry 4 wives. The West have not been able to criticize it one day. They go there, they shake hands with them, this is their culture. If you black man marry more than one, which is your culture, they say, that you are barbaric. Now we can't speak English. Carry a black woman come here, he go tell you everything when you never know. But Somalians, they get their 4 wives here. 4. Then they populate the place now. We are talking of the future. Who will come plenty past tomorrow? Now we go plenty past them. I only talk up because of Udo. When we they talk so, because of tomorrow. You said of tomorrow. That's why I'm talking. You see, I am not preaching. I'm not one of those places. I can't even stand one woman today. Talk less of 2. If I see woman that they run, to be fair, if you know me, if I say I dey laugh, but when they reach to recommit, if you see my rail, na relate, because I have tasted it. Abiola Papa na talker. Abiola marry 1, say marry 2, say the 2 still dey trouble, say marry 3. Marry 4. After some time, when you don't reach 5, they not come to find Abiola again. Go ask. If you marry Remedy, you get wahala. If you marry Mary an evening, problem. But if they reach Vivian, if you add these 3, they're not going to face you again. They're going to fight themselves. Also, you go tell Mary what this one talk. So the 2 they're going to fight. You go get your peace. You see. I don't.
What kind of peace is that?
We cannot hear you, Vivian.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah. You can hear you now.
You are looking for women's trouble.
I know they'll kill me today. I come with a very interesting topic, and I be like, with the color Isa Ganaza, you go first sheet, white sheet, you come put black one on top. And this black one, now they're going to remember today. They're not going to remember the message when I come preach. More than no best. Women, listen, I get daughters, I get sisters. Woman, when you born me, I'm woman. So I don't hate women.
Good
I
morning,
don't
everyone.
with
Sorry.
meet
Good
me.
morning, everyone.
Good
I would
morning.
say, don't leave your husband because he cheat on
Well,
you. Stay in your
Evelyn,
marriage.
good morning, Sir
Because the one
Queen.
when you leave her for so, the next man when you won't go meet, wait, oh, the thing that saw me, a 40-something years old woman say leave the husband, say because the husband is shit. The man when you go follow, not a shit. Because anybody when you meet my age, you don't dump one. Oh. So the one when you won't go meet that fresh, wisdom. Better stay, make you work on your own. Make it better. Young women not they listen. As you see them every now with Mary, their head is hot. Yes, but they be children. Will they cancel them? My daughter, not be so. Now so they be at the end. The husband know what they go soon get set. I always say a man will remain a boy until he's about 50. When he's only 50, he's gonna think well. Hey, now time to think well. You understand? They don't. We are men. We are men. We are not wired like you guys. That's why a girl of 14 years old can get pregnant and nurse a child. Now don't see fatherless home. Since now they go this whole place now. Now don't see where they write fatherless home. Only motherless home. Because the child can survive without the father. But without the mother, it's a problem. That's why we have motherless home. We don't have fatherless home. Hold on to your responsibility. Let the men hold on to their own. Now you carry pikin. In fact, you know what I tell my children? Now your mama and I know who give her that, you know. Not be told you say I'm your papa this. Because if the woman feel don't care. How many stories will they hear today? If they do DNA for Nigeria, all of over Nigeria, listen, there will be trouble. Imagine
Dr.
them
Chris.
do DNA for Nigeria. There will be trouble.
Dr. Chris.
Yes, ma'am. We'll leave the topic. I beg, but I quiet. I rest my case. I won't say a word again. In Jesus' name.
Let me now speak Delta English with you. Shu, on a name one.
This one pass me. No, it was a necessary digression. You know this show, if I not tease the women, then we never start. Always watch me. I will only bring in element of religion. I'll bring the women in. That is my love. My passion is religion and women. I love women. That's it. So, but the topic I really want to talk about today is our emphasis on this important thing, which is how we can protest. And the challenge is on now. The onus is on the young people. Like Communicator Riley was analyzing it before the thing went up. Communicator, I want us to fight or even praise those who are doing well, so that when we talk to them, listen, then we wake up on this show. The things I have said will come to pass. Many will say, so this is what the Christ is saying, you know. See what the Christ said before. It's not as if I will say it and it will come to pass later. I will say it and it will come to pass. And I am telling you, when that young boy will start with the campaign, you will be confused whether it's the same Nigeria we are. It's not going to start by looking for who will vote for me. It's going to start by doing good things. And people will not imagine what Sowore has been doing. As Sowore has been doing something, maybe he just have a set of people that is empowering, not with his money. Let's come together, young people. Let's ignore this government. You know what? Ignore this government. Look at what this boy did. Very dark man. Very dark man only raised a protest. They were donating money to his foundation. I hate the word donate. That will not sustain it. Tell them to invest in your foundation. Let the foundation in turn make money back to the people investing. Then you have the whole people. I said, don't come up with the foundation and say, come and donate. Come with the foundation and say, invest. Be judicious with the money. Make profit back to these people. You will control these people and you will become the president of Nigeria. Have I said it clearly? I'm not guessing. Anybody that say, hey, I want them to donate money for me. Who's they donate money for you? I don't donate. I will only invest. If somebody, like I told my president here, if you tell me, come and invest so that I'll get my own house, I will invest. But I won't donate money. I will not donate. Because when I invest, I'm investing in my future. A good orator tell us how to invest. We will all invest. And it will be win-win for everybody. I promise everybody here today that we will all win. The Nigeria we're looking for is here. Like I said, Maureen and Evelyn today, maybe you are the two people we are waiting for to make the change.
What?
Do not think
Dr. Chris,
you cannot do
Mary
it.
and Evelyn.
This is your doctor when they call me, sir. Who call, when I told me to doctor, Daddy Chris, they said that, no, that's not the
As far as this show is concerned, you are Dr. Chris, sir.
of the two. When me about the doctor, I don't go school.
It's a big name now. It's a big name. Accept.
Daddy do for me, I beg. Daddy, you know, I tell you know how the Daddy Chris came about. My son, I gave a boy, my son here in London. I bought the boy, I can't name him after myself. Ugbebure Christian Ashai. When we are home, they call him Chris. They call me Chris. They call him Chris. Chris. When they say Chris, we don't know which one they are talking about. Now I can say, okay, from today, I'm Daddy Chris. So he's now Chris. I am now Daddy. That's where he came about. So Daddy Chris, I didn't touch it. The boy, he dragged the name, he took it from me. So for me to know that I'm the daddy, so I mean, you know, when man they prove himself, I'm the daddy of the house. So I'm Daddy Chris. That's where we. So anybody that is confused. So this doctor, when you call the ad, I don't know where it come from.
Well, I think basically Daddy Chris has made the point that there is the need for a people to identify the historical trajectory of the society, and the Nigerian society.
I really don't know why this
that can turn Nigeria from the poverty capital to utilizing the wealth, the God-given wealth, the commonwealth for the benefit of the people. So there is the urgent
come on, God bless you. You use one word, sir.
For good governance.
Commonwealth.
Yes, it's a commonwealth. It's a commonwealth that is already there. But we lack the leadership to make that to be to translate from potentialities to actualities. Nigeria is a potentially great nation, but for how long we will remain potentially great? We need to become a great nation, and the only factor that is ending there, that is lacking, that of leadership. Now, what you have struggled this morning to try to enlighten the public and all the viewers about is how can this good governance emerge? How can we have that kind of leadership? Will the formula that is currently in operation, which is election cycle, 2027 is now the focus.
Exactly.
After the 2023 election. So 4 years after, we are moving another one. If you can't win, you say, oh, I can't get into Aso Rock. Let me go back to my business for another 2 years. And when another one is coming, you come out.
Come back.
You know, it cannot help. The study of societies, which you have tried to do from the Afro-American society to the Black movement all across the world, is that we need to identify a cause. What is the cause? Nigeria needs good government. Then, how can it be actualized? Through a movement. The symbols of the movement must be credible enough. You use the term invest. Assuming you invest in what you consider a noble movement, only for the person to translate it or convert it into a personal estate. So what happens? It becomes another hope, you know, and a dream that is frustrated. So we must not only identify the nobility of that vision, that cause, we must also be sure of the credibility of the symbols of that movement. And you have harped so much on Peter Obi and how not much has been heard of him since after the last election. How he could have identified the problems of society. We have housing problem. We have educational problem.
Thank you, sir.
We have unemployment problem. So that at what scale can he handle? Yes, there is a scale individuals can handle. There is a scale government can handle. But if you start at a particular scale, you know, even the scripture says it, who can despise the days of little beginning? He said, write the vision down, make it plain, so that it can be you can run with it. You know, so, and of course, it's for an appointed time. So now, what is the appointed time for Nigeria's reinvention in terms of leadership? It is now. And we need to identify that, and the credibility of the vision, the symbols of the movement, so that others can invest in it. I am sure that a school child can afford to let go his lunch meal and invest it into a greater future. So that the federal universities in Nigeria that are now looking like poultry houses, where students cannot have a shower and they do what they call short put, you know, poo in a polythene bag and throw it away. That is not what you want to send your children into. And so the option of the private universities are in there. And some of them have the ways they are being run. So we need to reinvent our society. But it must run through vision. There must be credibility. There must be credibility on the symbols of the movement, so that what is a collective movement to better the society doesn't end as that we are all contributing into one's personal estate. That's why you have to is right for Nigeria. The time is now. The time is now. We don't have to waste blood on the streets. We do not have to go out there and protest, because you have protest is good, engagement is good, movement is better, but the how is very vital. How do we do it? We must galvanize people around a vision for a better Nigeria and see how we can run with it. And I'm sure that there are people, including you in the diaspora, that will invest into this greater Nigeria.
Now, during Peter Obi campaign, I have more than, let me call you, sir. During Peter Obi campaign, I have more than 30 people who were ready to drop 10,000 pounds today towards the campaign. What were they looking for? A better Nigeria. They know the importance of having the Nigerian passport. But again, that is when you are telling people to donate. You said something, symbol. Peter is a symbol. Atiku is a symbol. You understand? So what is a symbol? But they don't understand what the symbol means. There are sometimes they think maybe, I said, my place, they say, poor man are only picking the bee. When you don't get money, you go say be picking. When you don't get money, you don't say, I'm another man. Do you understand? You see, if the symbol, we don't have shortage of symbol. And I'm actually looking for a younger symbol now. More than obvious. I'm not looking on to Peter Obi. I'm looking for a 30-something years old. More than obvious. Peter obvious. Because I've tested you. Now I want a young man or a young woman to carry this mission. The symbol will be clear. I'm here to serve you. Look at that young boy. When you see him, he's serving. You understand? Let us have one symbol. And let the symbol should know, I am not looking for power. I'm looking to engage the people. The people is my problem. You see, I cannot explain it better. When you get the, I got to say this. Tony Montana, let me use Tony Montana. He said, when I don't start to, I will talk women now. He said, in this country, what you do first is you look for your money. When you get the money, then you get the power. When you get the power, then you get the woman. You understand? Go and watch Scarface. They know what I'm saying. He said, first, look for the money. When you get money, you get woman, you will get power. When you get power, woman will come.
Dr. Chris, how would you comment on this quote? Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
J.F. Kennedy, God bless you.
J.F. Kennedy. How would
J.F. Kennedy. Again, you see, the Nigerian society today will not buy that story. You understand? It's the identity, they won't buy it. And it's exactly the disbelief because they don't trust the system. Now, what Peter is doing is Peter can from behind, or the young man I'm talking about, can from behind begin to create a movement unknown to him. I'm not looking to get power. I'm looking to work with my people for one thing, Commonwealth. This is what the language is Commonwealth. You know, I came up with the Robo Commonwealth. It's a package I gave to them. They wouldn't let me do it. I just run away. Commonwealth, just create a commonwealth, and it can start as small as a cooperative society, small one. But when you begin to build life, you will begin to expand. And like I said, if Robo people started buying houses for us here, how many people get house for this London today? The strategy I said now, the Shekiri can do it, the Igbos can do it. Buy for one, gather money, buy for another one. In those days, our parents were not. That's how they build houses. So the peer mate will gather and go and build house for this one. The next day they will gather again and build for another one. You understand? Then they get married. They were not saving money then. It was the peer that comes together to do things. We can do it now. We can do it today. And any boy trying to try to do anything should think about not how you're going to tell people to donate to the campaign, but to invest in the campaign. And the campaign will not be a campaign to win election. A campaign to better our lives. Maybe it might be just housing. You want to provide housing for Nigerians. And you're going to do it in a cooperative way. People will contribute money, we'll build the house, we will sell, and you make profit for them. Trust me, everybody, if you make profit for 2 people, the next day 50 people will come. If 2 people confess that you make profit for them, 50 people will come your movement the next day. So you will not be looking for the people. You will not be looking for the money. That is why I said, first, identify the mission. Let the mission begin to empower people. Then the people will come towards you. And then the election, we will then become the president. And that's the power. So first is a mission that empowers. That power will gravitate people towards you, and you will get the power. In fact, if a young boy is doing something so powerful today, Tinubu go dey fear. But Tinubu say, that boy contest election, don't finish. Let me just give Very Dark Man. Had Very Dark Man employ what I'm saying now, Very Dark Man could become Nigeria president. Let me put it simple. He could become. Well, no matter whatever you see, because it's about the impact. You know how much Very Dark Man got? They were donating 100 million, donating this to him, because he was just fighting the system. We don't need a fight. Very Dark Man can convert that. Now, Very Dark Man was clever. He now begin to say, I'm going to give water to people. How are you going to sustain it? You want a movement that is sustainable. Let me use another word again. When will they do economics? I may do something today. Can I do it tomorrow? Because there's no sustainability. If I will start a movement in Nigeria, it will be sustainable. Because there will be a turn back. When you give me your money today, and tomorrow I say give me another money, you go tired. So you give me money, I give you back. The question, the money you give to me, I will invest it and you will get money back. That means you will, even when you become the president of Nigeria, you will not sit in Aso Rock and share our money. You will invest Nigerian money and make more money for us. Tinubu has never made a penny for us. Tinubu has not made a penny since he became president of Nigeria. May he quote me. What kind of president is that? Obodiwari has never made a penny. May he not answer. So you collect money every month, you spend it. You collect money, you spend it. That is the kind of people, all these people, they are waiting for you to donate now. That's what they're going to do. Let them show us that they can convert the 2 naira you invest, not contribute to. Nobody tell you to contribute money. Don't contribute money anybody for the campaign. I will not be part of those contributing money to campaign. It's rubbish. Let them tell you how you can invest in their movement. And let us see how whether that movement brings money to you. That means if you give them Nigeria hope, they will not behave like that. In Jesus' name. Evening. I came today to do a very peaceful show. And the people that inspired me were actually the young people. That's where I started it from. And I really want to thank young people who are out there trying to do 1 or 2 things to make Nigeria better. You know, they're doing 1 or 2 things to make Nigeria better, and Nigeria is going to be great. Let's bring Asaba back. We are here, Asaba. Your movement, when I want to hear from we just go.
Communicator.
This is Asaba. Anytime communicator won't tell us something very beautiful, the thing will cut off. Why? Anyway,
They don't want him to say the truth.
I'm so happy. Complicator, you used two words. You used one word, Commonwealth. You know when the last time I queried the Commonwealth system in the UK, they said we are Commonwealth. Have you know the Commonwealth of Nations? And I asked, where is the Commonwealth? Commonwealth that I cannot come to England and we are Commonwealth. Which kind of Commonwealth? I never understand the Commonwealth. There's no Commonwealth there. It's common colonization. If there's Commonwealth, you'll be talking of collective progress, collective empowerment of the people, and it is the easiest thing you can do. Even as your family, if family come together, there's no money a family cannot raise. You know, in those days, if they want to send child to school and the whole family agree, they will gather money and that child will go to that school. Individually, they cannot. Malcolm Garvey wouldn't have achieved a dime if he were doing it alone. But when he bring 3, 10, 50, 100 people together, he bought a ship. Mona quote me, my movement. What I said now is even online. Marcus Garvey was able to do all that. A man that came with a bag, paper bag, with his bag from Jamaica, he bought a ship. Why? Because he was able to put black people together. And say, he didn't say donate, he said invest. Then the thing I'll be asking you, when I not bet you pastor, the whole money where they give you, what you can. When I talk that one now, then maybe go verse for me. Now shut up. All right, that's why I end the show. Because I have enough enemies today. The women are my enemy, the pastor should not be. Not at the same show. Let me have only one enemy today. Because I say women will go marry 10 of them for us, not the rest. So I will end. Man, I'll continue that one. Thank God say you know they when they have that debate every year. So I should say I forgot the debate again. But let's ready now. So people, thank you very much, young ladies. It's a wonderful time being with you. And I want you people to actually help to carry out this message. Today's broadcast is not a broadcast. It's a message that came from my heart. And I published it. I published the little thing I said. And I want people to read what I said today. That are we looking for a Messiah to go into Aso Rock? Have we tested the Messiah? Who is a Messiah? In our time today, does the Messiah have any track record? Thank God, Communicator put the right words for me. He said the symbol, that's the person that's going to lead us. Because without that symbol, we're going nowhere. I keep saying, the children of Israel would have remained in Egypt had Moses did not get up. Maybe we are waiting for you. Young man, we are watching me, we are waiting for you. We all are waiting for you. Our collective destiny is in your hand. Take it and help us. That's my message to you. You're going to take it and help us out of where we are. Because if Jesus Christ didn't come, there would have been no salvation. And Prophet Muhammad not come, the whole people he has led to salvation today would have been where? You need to get up and save Nigeria. I repeat again, you young people need one. We don't need 10, one. But let your movement not be the symbol that we will remember. Be the Marcus Garvey of our time. Be the nation of Islam that was able to create job. You know what the nation of Islam did? In fact, what Marcus Garvey was doing there, when he now gathered money from people, because the people invested the money, he now built restaurants. He built where you can wash your clothes. You know, in today's Nigeria, you gather money from people, you can actually set up car wash. You can set up different things, and you begin to make money for these people. More money will come to you. You will be richer than the country. Peter Obi would have been richer than Nigeria today. And quote me, he would have been richer than Nigeria. The money is not in Aso Rock, the money is with us. Let me repeat that. The money is not in Aso Rock, the money is with us. If only this young, very dark man was donating, somebody was giving very dark man 100 million. Imagine how many people they would give, how money we give to Peter Obi, and how much Peter would have changed lives today. We are not going to be nice, people. If we are nice, we will not get where we're going. This video, when I share that with Peter, if you want to campaign, you should think again. Share it with Atiku. for those of you that love them, share with somebody. Let them go and sit down and learn from these great men that have made changes. If you want to tell them fact, give an example of Jesus and Prophet Muhammad. If you want to show them more practical example, go and look at the book of the life of Marcus Garvey. How a poor man changed the narrative of black people around the world. The independence we have now, this smile we're talking about, in those days it was a sin to be a black person in America. You need to work. In fact, when you begin to watch the story, sometimes you go to smile. How dare this man tried it then? He did. When Marcus Garvey first time he started to address the people, he fell on the prophet. He couldn't talk. He got up again. He said, no, this is what I'm going to do. Next time he succeeded. So he was not, maybe when sometimes I say, it's not in me, it is in you. You're going to wake it up.
That's true.
You know what they said, my brother? They said God created us in his image and likeness. And sometimes say, I'm not intelligent. I said, who told you you are not intelligent? You know, it's not in my book. You know why I say, Mary, we can train Mary today to be a doctor. The same Mary can be trained to be a lawyer. The same Mary can be trained to be a mathematician. Depends on what you train her or the interest you pick. You will tell and say, no, not be that one. That's why God has created us with all the potential to be anything. It's already in us. It's the one we can wake up. That's what we see. Oh, Daddy Chris is communicating today. No, Daddy Chris could be an engineer. I've done engineering. I've done this. I'm in art. You understand? You can be anything. Don't look down because God created you in his image and likeness. We're looking for you to save Nigeria. And that's my message today. It's a big one. And it comes from my heart. When I pick up the message, I pick up this message at about 1 a.m. this morning, and I begin to write. Immediately I share it with the group, and I said, this is what we're going to do. And it came from my heart that I want to talk to young people. I'm not discriminating the old people, but I just think some of us old, we can't do it anymore. I wake up very tired all the time. So maybe we need a younger blood who can run like that young boy in Burkina Faso. And the reason I even want to state that is that Marcus Garvey died at 38 or so. Jesus Christ was killed at 33, 34. So they were not old men. So how old was Jesus when he died? Was he an old man? Yet he was having the knowledge to preach out all the things you are reading today and you are shouting. They will wake up, man. Have you seen, like I said, not go far. Gowon was head of state of Nigeria at 32. 32. Gowon.
Hero for this preparation.
Gowon, oh. So he was not an old man. So it's not as if it had not happened in Nigeria before. These days now, when the only people who are supposed to be in the grave are not the people ruling us, we have a problem. We have a problem. More than not best. Even the people, all of us when they're old, when we don't want to come out, we are even raping our system. A time go reach, they will give us food, we'll eat, we'll enjoy ourselves. They go do the wahala. Now me won't go run for school. They want to do all the things I'm not supposed to do. I don't get that time. Mary should be doing it. There's anything I do. You know what I do? I call Mary, I call him, go and do it. They tell me stop. I say, who said it's not? Go and do it. Because they are young, they have the time to, they can sit up in the night and still wake up in the night. I cannot. Let's Nigeria come together and get our young people to take over leadership. Finally, communicator said it, not me. We said we have the potential. The potential they talk about, they think is the land. The potential of the Nigerian state is the people. The land is just, you don't need, I say, you see Nigeria, you see where we get it wrong. You train coppers, you see them to graduate from university, you don't know what to do with them. That is one of the biggest challenges we have. If we can tap on our resources, which is the people. A young boy will think today, how do I use this teeming Nigerian youth? How do I make them to work with me so I begin to make money for them? We're not waiting for government to give us money. We're going to create jobs for ourselves. Come on, young people. Let's not follow them. Follow me. Let's do this together. I'm comrade. I'm like you. Let us create job for ourselves. And what we're going to do, your 5,000 naira, bring it here. This is what we're going to do. It's going to bring you this. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Before you know, you will get up the biggest movement that the world has ever seen. CNN will interview you, not me. And they will clap for you. And you will become the Nigerian president. And you will save us. Because you're not just going to do it. It's coming from your heart, children. May God bless us. I want Mary to close the show. Thank you, Mary. Big work. Not best, my daughter. I thought I just throw the bomb at them. You know why I do that, Mary? Because I know you got the potentials. See, sometimes if I don't do this, you don't wake up those potentials in you. It's there. It's there. The potential is there. Don't be afraid. You understand? Don't be afraid. And today I challenge you that age. My mama is 18 years older than me. Meaning that woman don't get belly at 17. He born me at 18. He carried me like because stubborn one like me. Imagine the kind of trouble I will give mama. Only me, I'll be 20. I would not suck breast when anybody won't stop. I never stop.
Hey.
You understand? Say hey. That's why I end the show. Thank you very much. We'll close the show because I would not want to close the show. You will finish and end it up in the own way. Over to you. Bye.
Okay, thank you so much, Daddy Chris, for your analysis on the show. Everything you said on the show is just the truth. This change can start with us, the impact we put. Because even all our politicians are coming out to say, or they are coming out to criticize the other politicians. What have they been doing? What have they done to actually bring a change to the system? It's not just to come out and talk, right? What are the actions that have been put in place to say, okay, we are trying to help the situation of Nigeria? And we as youth, we need to do more. We need to do more in terms of trying to change the Nigerian society for a better Nigeria. Okay, this would be a good place to wrap up the show on Rise and Shine. And tomorrow is weekly bulletin, where we review everything that has happened within the week. And hopefully that the quiz will still be here also to join us on the show. See you tomorrow on the weekly bulletin. I remain your girl, Maribel Easy. Bye.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.